Students, this is a short lecture about intermediate concepts of business intelligence, or BI, plus BI's 6 aspects and storytelling with the data in its 6 steps. Now, at this beginning level of BI, you were introduced to dashboards and reports. At this intermediate level, BI becomes more of a decision system, a way to organization sees itself clearly enough to act fast, coordinate teams, and improve outcomes. So if you remember one line from this video, BI isn't about charts, it's about turning data into decisions reliably and repeatedly. And you're going to hear that concept pretty much repeat itself every time I talk about BI. BI is not about making art, it's about making decisions. So in business intelligence, the 6 core concepts of what BI actually is. Think of BI as 6 practical functions inside of an organization. First is quick analysis. This is the what's happening right now layer. It identifies spikes, drops, anomalies, and patterns very quickly. We use it to drill down to find the source, things like time, region, product, or customer segment. And if we were looking at an example of this, we'd think something along the lines of, why did a conversion drop this week? Why did cost jump in one location only? And then after that, it's the metrics report. This is the standard of reporting. Sorry, I lost my notes for a second. The metrics report. So let me start over. So next is we have the metrics report. Let's do this. I have my own dadgum notes are screwing me up here. So we have the 6 pieces of the 6 core aspects: quick analysis, metric reports, information sharing, decision making, selling opportunities, and fast review. That's the 6 key concepts of business intelligence in the core of what BI actually does. For quick analysis, this is the what's happening right now. The metrics, that's the standardized performance tracking. On information sharing, it's BI creates the shared language across departments. For decision making, this is the point of BI, the absolute reason we use it. Then we have the selling opportunities. It's where BI reveals where growth is actually hiding, and we have the fast review capability. This is the executive level speed of why we use BI. Now, if for the quick analysis, an example of this would be to ask the questions of our business: why did conversions drop this week? Why did costs jump in one location? That would be a what's happening right now. In the metrics report, we'd be asking things or seeing things like weekly retention, monthly churn, asking about SLA performance or budgets versus actuality. That's that standardized performance tracking. If we're looking at information sharing, an example might be everyone sees the same enrollment funnel numbers, not 5 competing spreadsheets from 5 different departments. That creates a shared language across those departments. For decision making, do we invest in retention programs or do we invest in recruiting? Which initiative moves the outcomes the fastest? If we were able to ask those questions and get an answer, you've made a good, solid decision. That's the point of the BI. And for selling opportunities, we would be asking questions and examples of like, which customers are most likely to expand? Where should we target next quarter? And then that fast review, that C-suite type of mentality. Leadership reviews a single dashboard to decide what needs action right now without all the fluff, definitive statements, definitive answers, definitive directions. Now, a mature BI system supports all 6. If your BI only produces static reports, you're missing about half the value of these systems. Now, in intermediate BI, the parts that make it reliable are where we start getting into things. To make those 6 aspects work, the intermediate BI focuses on what's under the hood. We're going to be looking at clean data pipelines, that's that ETL, ELT, which is standardized, validated, and combining data. We have our semantic layer, which is shared metrics, shared definitions, business rules, and calculated measures. We have our data modeling, which is our facts dimension structure, gives us correct relationships and correct granularity. And we have our governance, our permissions, our refresh schedules, our version controls, and our documentation. And finally, we get that action loop. So all these are cyclical systems. We get alerts, we go to owners go to decisions get made, we get follow-up measures, we started again with new alerts on what's happening based on those decisions. So the truth here is if your model is wrong, your dashboard is going to be confidently, absolutely wrong. And we use these dashboards, these systems, this BI or intermediate BI, to do storytelling with data. And there's 6 steps to this process. Now, BI isn't finished when the numbers are correct. It's finished when the audience understands what matters and what they are going to be doing next. That's where the storytelling comes in. So here's a clean 6-step process you can apply to any BI deliverable that you create. Step 1, you understand the context. Before you touch visuals, answer, who is this audience for? Is it for your executives? Is it for a manager, an analyst, a frontline guy? What decisions do they need to make? And what action is on the line? What is the time frame that matters? If you don't define your decisions, your dashboard becomes very interesting instead of very useful. And if it's not going to be useful, there's no point in making the dashboard. Your step 2, you're going to define the core questions and the key message. What is one question this analysis answers? What is one takeaway you want to remember? An example here is not something like, here are the enrollment charts, but retention dropped in week 3, here's why, and what we should change. Now, those two statements are about the same thing, but very, very different outcomes. Here are the enrollment charts is a static, retention rates dropped in week 3, here's why, and here's what we can change, is a decision and a movement forward. Step 3, we're going to choose the right visuals. Your visual selection is about matching chart type to chart purpose. Trends over time is always going to be a line chart. Comparison is going to be a bar chart. Part to whole, if you're going to use those carefully, is going to be stack charts. We're going to avoid pie charts unless it's a very truly simple pie chart. Pie charts are always unused unethically and very rarely actually useful. Distributions, we're going to get into histograms, relationships, we're going to do scatter plots, and geography, we're going to be using a map only if the locations matter. Now, the professional role here is always choose your visuals that reduce thinking, not visuals that look impressive. After that, we get into step 4, we're going to simplify and reduce our noise. This is where you stop that chart salad. You remove any unessential elements. We use clear labels and consistent units. We highlight only what matters, our targets, our thresholds, and our exceptions, and we keep it readable in under 5 seconds. I should be able to look at your dashboard, understand what you're doing, understand where you're going, and understand what questions you're asking. 5 seconds. Then we're going to create our storyboard. Now, a storyboard is the logical sequence of the narrative, a simple structure that works almost every time. We have our context, baseline, change problem, drivers, impact, and action. 6 steps. Context, what are we looking at? Baseline, what does normal look like? Change patterns, what's shifted? Drivers, what's causing it? Impact, why it matters? And action, what we recommend next steps. That's our creating our storyboard pattern. Then at our final step, step 6, we're going to validate and deliver for action. Before publishing anything, we're going to validate our numbers against source totals. We're going to check our filters and our relationships. We're going to confirm definitions match the business meeting, and then we're going to add the so what and the now what guidance, the recommended actions, owners, and deadlines. If the story doesn't end with an action, it isn't a business intelligence story, it's a data tour. You need to have something that closes it out and moves it to action. Your goal here in analytics is always move to action. Now, how this all connects, BI's 6 aspects tell you what BI is supposed to accomplish. Quick analysis, metric reporting, information sharing, decision making, selling, opportunities, fast reviews. Storytelling is how you make those outcomes happen in the real world, because the best dashboard in the world is absolutely useless if people don't understand or don't act on it. All right, guys, that is intermediate BI and the 6 steps for BI's aspects and storytelling. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Otherwise, have a very fruitful day. Bye, guys.